The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency has completed its investigation into the officer-involved shooting of Stephen Perkins in Decatur. The next steps in the process. Plus, after a recent uptick in accidental shootings, police are asking parents to take additional steps to ensure safety. And mortgage rates in 2023 have been less than ideal for many to-be buyers in Huntsville, but will 2024 bring better opportunities? We talked to a local real estate expert on how things stand. All of that and more just ahead on News 19 at 8.
Good morning. You're watching North Alabama's news leader, News 19 this morning.
Good morning. It is 8 o'clock on this Thursday, December the 28th. I'm Carmen Fuentes. We're going to start this newscast by checking in with meteorologist Aaron Ayers.
Good Thursday morning to you. It'll be a cool afternoon with temperatures only reaching the upper 40s with some sunshine expected today. Tonight, we'll see a chance for some isolated wintry mix as we go in the overnight hours with temperatures dropping to near freezing overnight tonight into Friday morning. Tomorrow, a better chance of seeing some snow and rain mixing together, mainly in the overnight hours Friday into Saturday morning, with temperatures on Friday on the cool side near 42.
Thank you, Aaron. Here's a live look this morning at Governor's Drive in Huntsville. Looking toward the Parkway this morning, you can see that we're not seeing much congestion, if any at all, on Governor's Drive this morning. Those vehicles that are stopped there, that's that red light with the Joseph Lowry and Harvard Road intersection. But once that light turns green, as it just did, cars are good to go on Governor's. Looking at our traffic flow map, just a few areas of congestion that we're noticing this morning. The first one being on the Parkway, right there near the interchange with Governor's Drive. It's for those folks in the northbound lane. Not causing drivers any problems, though. I think it's just a higher volume of vehicles as folks get back into the swing of things in the work week. And a little bit further south, we are seeing some congestion being reported heading southbound on the Parkway near Airport Road this morning. That's pretty typical, really any time of day, any time of year. But drive times are not being impacted whatsoever. 72 Athens to Huntsville, going to take you about half an hour. 53 Tony to Huntsville is going to take you about 16 minutes. And 565 Huntsville to Greenbrier, looking pretty good. It's going to take you about 14 minutes. Nearly 3 months after Stephen Perkins' death at the hands of Decatur police, Aaliyah says its investigation into the incident is now complete. The details of State Bureau of Investigation's report remain under wraps, but according to a statement from Morgan County District Attorney Scott Anderson, he and his team are now reviewing those findings. In efforts to learn more about the state's investigation into Stephen Perkins' death, News 19 sent an open records request to Aaliyah regarding the file. However, the agency says that the investigative report is privileged communication and it's protected from disclosure. The Morgan County DA says he cannot disclose when the grand jury will meet regarding this case. However, when this case goes before the grand jury, the group will be tasked with deciding whether there's probable cause to believe a crime was committed and whether the individuals named committed the crime. If the grand jury finds probable cause, then a true bill is issued and the charges then proceed to circuit court for trial. If the grand jury determines that no probable cause exists, a no bill will be issued and this case is dismissed. One thing to keep in mind, though, a federal civil suit has been filed in the death of Stephen Perkins as well. If a criminal case is brought against the officers involved in Perkins' death, the civil proceedings will be paused until the criminal case is resolved. In the midst of all of this, the officers involved are appealing discipline handed down by Decatur Mayor Tab Bowling. Their hearings are scheduled for late January through the first couple days of February. In Madison County, a man who police say was wanted in connection to an armed robbery Sunday is now in custody. According to the Madison County Sheriff's Office, 20-year-old Harley Smith went into M&M Grocery in Newmarket where he held the clerk at gunpoint. Deputies arrested Smith Wednesday and found he was in possession of that same weapon used in the robbery. At the time of his arrest, it was determined that the weapon was in fact an air pistol. Harley Smith was charged with first-degree robbery and is being held in the Madison County Jail without bond. Florence police say 2 teenagers are now charged after they traveled across state lines with the purpose of engaging in unlawful sexual acts. According to the department, Jarvin Theus and Malik Taylor are now in custody after police say they traveled across state lines from Tennessee. Sunday, officers responded to an address in Florence to take a report on a 13-year-old female who had run away from home around 2 a.m. The female was later found in a vehicle accompanied by the two teens. Both Theus and Taylor are being held on $60,000 bonds each. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is investigating after a deputy-involved shooting in Jackson County. Sheriff Rocky Harnan tells News 19 30-year-old Cameron Tolbert was killed Tuesday afternoon. An investigator went to the home shortly after 2 p.m. on County Road 88 in Pisgah to question Tolbert in connection to a case. Tolbert was not a suspect in that case, but Harnan explained Tolbert pulled a rifle out on the investigator, who then called for backup. Tolbert later came to the door with the rifle and fired at deputies, who then returned fire. Sheriff Harnan says Tolbert died in that shooting. No deputies were injured. The recent accidental shooting deaths of 2 Birmingham children have police reminding the public you cannot overstress gun safety. Last week, 3-year-old Casey Jackson died after getting a hold of a loaded gun, and officials believe the same thing happened to 12-year-old Jamaica Frazier Turner on Christmas Eve. BPD spokesperson Truman Fitzgerald says keeping it out of the hands of children is just the first step.
We understand why they would need a firearm. And what we can do is we can take notes and realize, okay, we have to put that firearm in an area where we know a small child would not have access to, but we would still have access to. So just be creative. We would always stress, try to keep that firearm as high as you possibly can.
Fitzgerald says it's never too early to teach a child about gun safety and to remember every firearm should be treated as if it's loaded. Huntsville Fire and Rescue has a new deputy fire marshal. Check this out. HFR posted this on Facebook as Trent Bennett accepted the promotion. He was previously the assistant fire marshal and has been an instructor at the Alabama Fire College. From all of us here at News 19, congratulations and best of luck in your new role. The North Huntsville Public Library is offering opportunities for those looking to gain computer skills. If that's you, listen up. Classes can be taken online or in person beginning in January. Computer basics classes begin January 3rd as part of the Workforce Development Lab. At the downtown library, the basics on Excel classes begin January 9th. Registration can be done online through the library's main website. There are also a number of career help resources like open resume hours. The next one for that is coming up this Friday, the 29th, from 10 to 3 at the downtown location. Now that Christmas is over, many people will begin to take down their holiday decor soon. But don't throw away those trees or decorations just yet. Operation Christmas Cleanup will be here soon. 2 locations will accept items to be recycled on Saturday, January 6th, John Hunt Park and Madison City School Stadium. Items will be accepted from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Acceptable items include live trees with lights and ornaments removed, flattened cardboard, batteries, and electronics. Styrofoam, plastic bags, and wrapping paper will not be accepted. If it rains, don't worry, the makeup date will be January 14th. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is back in Washington this morning after meeting with Mexican leaders to discuss the border crisis yesterday. CBS correspondent Jared Hill will have the latest from the southern border coming up. But before we go, here's a live look at 565 from Greenbrier Road. Traffic moving smoothly this morning. We'll have a full look at your traffic report when we come back.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast, sponsored by Greenway of the Shoals, a new way, the right way. greenwayoftheshoals.com.
All right, check out this sunset from last night in Fife. What an amazing sunset. Thanks to Amber Matheson for sending this in to me this morning and showing you what the sunset was like last night over in Fife. What a fiery sunset. Today, it's sunshine for us in the Tennessee Valley behind a cold front that swung through overnight last night into this morning, and cooler conditions for us today. We're going to be watching this little low that's around the Great Lakes region to wind back around here into the southeast United States and bringing with it some showers, maybe even some snowflakes as we head through Friday night into Saturday morning. Minor Hill, here's a look at what's going on right now. Plenty of sunshine for today. Temperatures coming on up into the low 30s. Montesano not looking too bad, overlooking downtown Huntsville. Lake Guntersville, you're looking great as well this morning. Currently, our temperatures coming on up from near freezing to now back into the mid 30s. 33 in Meridianville, 37 in Huntsville, 35 in Decatur and Florence, 29 in Moulton, 31 in Fort Payne, 34 in Albertville. Maybe you're going to go out and play some pickleball later this afternoon. Still going to be chilly. Temperatures only making it to the upper 40s later this afternoon. We'll make it to 45 by 1, 47 by 3, 45 by 5 o'clock, and then we're going back down to those low 40s, 6, 7 o'clock this evening with only a small chance for a little bit of rain, maybe a few flurries overnight tonight into Friday morning. I think the bigger impacts are going to come Friday night into Saturday morning with the better chance of seeing a few snowflakes mixing in with a little bit of rain. Rain, snow possible as we go through Friday night. Little to no accumulations for most of us. The higher terrain may see a better chance at seeing a little bit of accumulation, anywhere from ½ an inch to an inch, and then icy patches will be possible on Friday night into Saturday morning. Here's a look at the futurecast. Few isolated showers through the overnight hours tonight, maybe a wintry mix. Then into Friday evening, here comes some rain showers mixing in with a little bit of snow as we go Friday night into Saturday morning. Talking about the precipitation types here, when we get the warm layers all the way down to the surface, we get rain. So we'll see a little bit of that because it will be warm here at the surface, but we'll also be watching for snowflakes because the column or the air above our heads will be completely cold. So some of those snowflakes will be coming down to the ground. Looking at the highest accumulations in the highest terrain, everybody else pretty much going to see zilch to very little at all Friday night into Saturday morning. Here comes those wintry mix chances over on Sand Mountain. Then we warm up over the weekend in the 50s. Another system knocks us back down to the 40s with a chance for rain on New Year's Day. The Shoals, you'll go from those 50s to the 40s on New Year's Day with a few showers. And the Huntsville metro area, we'll see those 50s drop to the 40s over the new year.
Thank you, Aaron. Here's a live look this morning from 565 at Greenbrier. Got decent activity here on 565 heading in both directions. Hey, just want to give you a friendly reminder. If you're just waking up and you're planning on heading out the door this morning, maybe you are heading back home to your residency, just know AAA is predicting today to be the busiest travel day for those hitting the roadways. Everything's all good here, and really right now everything is all good all across the region. You know, they always say during any holiday, whenever you're going to be traveling, that the earlier you leave, the better. So as you can see right now, everyone trying to get those extra Z's before they got to deal with any traffic during between now and really ends through Sunday. So just keep that in mind. Any congestion that we were seeing on the Parkway has cleared up this morning, which is fantastic news. But here's a look at those drive times. 565 from 65 to Huntsville is right on time at 16 minutes on average. 20 from Muscle Shoals to Decatur is looking pretty good. Going to take you about 45 minutes. And Highway 36 to I-565, that's looking really good as well. It's going to take you about 17 minutes on average. Former President Donald Trump will remain on Michigan's primary ballot. The state Supreme Court rejected an appeal from a group of voters Wednesday. They challenged the former president's candidacy under the Constitution's insurrection clause. Michigan's High Court said it was not persuaded that the questions presented should be reviewed by the 7 justices. This means Trump's name will be listed on the state's presidential primary ballot February 27th. That decision comes 1 week after the Colorado Supreme Court found that Trump was disqualified based on the Constitution's same clause. Yesterday, Colorado's Republican Party appealed the decision, sending it to the U.S. Supreme Court in hopes to overturn the state's decision. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is back in Washington this morning after meeting with Mexican leaders to discuss the migrant crisis. Record numbers of migrants from South and Central America have made their way to the border as the influx continues to overwhelm border officials and cities across the country. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has more from New York.
As thousands of migrants move through Mexico, hoping for a new home in the U.S. this new year, top American officials held high-stakes immigration meetings with leaders in Mexico City. Afterwards, Secretary of State Antony Blinken posted on X, "We are committed to partnering with Mexico to address our shared challenges, including managing unprecedented irregular migration in the region, reopening key ports of entry, and combating illicit fentanyl and other synthetic drugs." U.S. Border Patrol says this month alone, as many as 10,000 people were apprehended at the southern border daily. The influx has put a strain on communities around the U.S. This shelter in Denver is telling some migrants they may have to leave soon.
We don't have the space to shelter people indefinitely.
Yesterday, the mayors of New York, Chicago, and Denver met to discuss how to manage the migrant crisis. It's intensified due to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's program of busing thousands of migrants to Democrat-led cities.
The federal government must take responsibility and lead on this humanitarian crisis.
New York Mayor Eric Adams, in a move to curb arrivals, announced an executive order requiring bus companies to give 32-hour notice before coming to the city and imposing limits on where and when migrants can be dropped off, threatening fines and other penalties. Chicago and some surrounding suburbs recently took similar steps, but still pushing for action from Washington. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Well, the Alabama football team took a break from practices yesterday and made a stop at the happiest place on earth. More from the Tide's trip to Disneyland. That's coming up next in sports.
Rose Bowl pregame coverage sponsored by Huntsville Tractor and Equipment and Hiley Mazda.
Well, the happiest place on earth. We all have our happy place, right? But you could say the Alabama Crimson Tide, they're in a pretty good place, playing in the granddaddy of them all. And yesterday, they got to go to Disneyland. Both Alabama and Michigan went to the park for the official welcome to Rose Bowl week. Malachi Moore, Dallas Turner, Jalen Milroe, Nick Saban, and of course, Miss Terry. You see her right in the corner there, riding around. Now, bowl weeks are fun, but it's still a game, and everything is on the line, of course, for this Alabama team. So Saban said he wants his guys to enjoy this week, but needs them to focus when the time comes to get to work.
There's a lot of distractions around the game like this, especially, being home for Christmas for a few days, traveling all the way out here. We had a light practice yesterday, and I want the players to have some fun. They've got free time. This is a bowl trip of sorts, even though it's a playoff game, so we want the guys to enjoy themselves, but also we want them to stay focused on what they need to do to try to play well against a very good team, probably the best team we played against all year.
Now, I love the holiday season for a lot of reasons, especially because of the sports we get around this time of year. Bowl games, the playoff, of course, and local high school holiday hoops tournaments that tipped off on Wednesday. The 41st annual Huntsville City Classic underway. James Clemens and Paige Jemison facing off on day one. Jets starting us off here. Bryce Mason drives inside, hits the mid-range J, and is smooth with it for two. Jets soar onto the scoreboard first. So now the Jags looking for a response. DeCarrion Bryant takes it to the hoop and lays it up and in. Paige Jemison is on the board. So now some more from the Jags here. Ball to Hezekiah Harris, puts it up, count it, and the foul. Harris makes the free throw to complete the three-point play, and we've got ourselves a good one. No surprise, though, in this tournament. Time winding down in the first. Isaiah Cleaves comes up with the steal, takes it back the other way, and finishes with the slam. This was a fun one, so let's jump to the end. Jags up one, but Jets inbounding. Get it to Cleaves at the top of the key at the buzzer, and good night. What an ending. James Clemens wins it 49-47. The second annual Athens Border Wars taking place. The Golden Eagle boys opening against Spring Hill. Sam Boyles to John McIntyre. Back to Boyles on the outside. He drains the triple. What a way to start things off for the hosts. A little later, Boyles again has it on the outside. This time dishes it out to Owen Ricketts at the corner. And bam, it's raining threes at Athens. The Golden Eagles jump out to the early lead. So still in the first quarter. This time the three attempt rattles off, but Connor Bethune under the net for the tip in. Athens wins it 53-23. Over at Randolph, Sylvania and North Jackson, girls going head-to-head. Second half off of a Rams miss, Chiefs in transition. And check out this ball movement all the way down the court to the finish with the bucket. North Jackson takes a 4-point lead. So a little later, Rams get it to Taylor Martin on the outside, and it's nothing but net for three as the Rams try to close the gap. So a little later, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Martin at the corner, and she was on fire from deep, keeping this game close, but North Jackson was forcing turnovers and dominant in transition, doing the same thing here as the Chiefs run away for the 71-58 win. And the host JP2 taking on Florence in a battle of the Falcons at the Falcon Classic. Started this one, JP2 inbounding. Ryan Holloway gets it to Elizabeth Rolling. She easily puts it up and in. Perfect execution on the inbound as the host gets the first points in this one. A little later, off of a Florence turnover, Elena Nunez takes it back the other way, flips it up and in for two, but Florence comes back to get the win at 54-44. So if you couldn't tell from all of those highlights, we have some amazing basketball going on all week long across North Alabama. Some games out in Florence, some games out in Sand Mountain as well. So make sure you look up where all these tournaments are happening. Go check out these games. We will be at the Huntsville City Classic for the quarterfinals and the semifinals, which are taking place later today, and then the championship taking place at Huntsville High School on Friday. It should be a great one. We'll see if Sparkman can complete the three-peat or if somebody else is going to take home that championship. And that's your look at sports. We'll see you right back here later tonight.
All right, well, two Alabama lawmakers are putting their bets on the Crimson Tide in the Rose Bowl. Congressman Robert Aderholt and Congresswoman Terry Sewell have a friendly wager with two Michigan representatives. If Alabama wins, Sewell and Aderholt will get some Detroit-style pizza courtesy of Michigan reps Debbie Dingle and Lisa McClain. But if Michigan wins, Sewell and Aderholt will treat the Michigan reps to some good old Alabama barbecue from Dreamland. The Tide and the Wolverines will battle it out in the Rose Bowl on Monday, January 1st. That game kicks off at 4 p.m. Coming up later this hour, one of our very own high school bands from the Tennessee Valley is headed to Pasadena for the 135th Rose Parade. News 19's Deidre Briscoe was able to attend their final practice for a sneak peek into what's to come. And, I mean, what more can you say than congratulations, right? I mean, this is not their first time participating in this, so I think that's a very awesome accomplishment. And we know that they're going to put on a fantastic performance, especially when you spend such a long time preparing. So congratulations and safe travels to everyone participating. Here's a live look this morning at this is in Athens from I-65 and 72. You can see roadways starting to pick up a little bit. We're going to have a full traffic report for you. Plus, meteorologist Aaron Ayers is going to let us know about our snow chances when we come back.
This is a News 19 update.
Good morning. News 19 time is 8:26. I'm Carmen Fuentes. Here are this morning's headlines. A man who was wanted in connection to an armed robbery Sunday is now in custody. According to the Madison County Sheriff's Office, 20-year-old Harley Smith went into M&M Grocery in Newmarket where he held the clerk at gunpoint. Deputies arrested Smith Wednesday and found he was in possession of that same weapon used in the robbery. At the time of his arrest, it was determined that the weapon was in fact an air pistol. Harley Smith was charged with first-degree robbery and is being held in the Madison County Jail without bond. Don't throw away those Christmas trees or the holiday decor just yet. Operation Christmas Cleanup will be here soon. 2 locations will be accepting items to be recycled on Saturday, January 6th. John Hunt Park and Madison City School Stadium. Items will be accepted from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Acceptable items include live trees with those lights and ornaments removed, flattened cardboard, batteries, and electronics. But styrofoam, plastic bags, and wrapping paper will not be accepted.
And we're taking a live look at Athens on this cool Thursday morning. Sunshine coming down, clear blue skies. Temperatures slowly starting to warm up a little bit. 35 in Florence, 37 in Huntsville. We will warm up just a little bit further as we go through the day today, climbing into the upper 40s later this afternoon. Still going to be a cool day, mostly sunny conditions for us. Those winds out of the west at around 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the day. Only a small chance of some wintry mix, and that's mainly going to come overnight tonight into our Friday morning with temperatures falling to right around freezing. We'll see that isolated wintry mix as we go overnight tonight and into Friday morning. Better chances Friday night into Saturday morning. We'll talk a little more about what we expect to see here in the Tennessee Valley on North Alabama's CW.
Good morning. You're watching North Alabama's news leader. News 19 this morning.
Good morning. It is 8:30 on this Thursday. We're looking live at Big Spring Park, and boy, oh boy, are we being greeted by a beautiful start to the day. You can look at that. Clear skies, nothing but blue, lots of sunshine. The temperature, though, a little chilly out there, and that's kind of, you know, preemptive of what we can expect going over the next couple days, because Aaron's been talking about the S and the F word this morning, but not the ones that we need the sensor for.
Okay, Carmen, you're making it sound like I talk dirty. And maybe in terms of like a meteorologist in the South, these may be some dirty words that I'll have to use in the forecast today, because there is the chance for the S and the F, the snow flurries coming our way as we close out the week. But today, grab the heavy coat heading out the door because those temperatures are going to be on the cool side. Something warm to drink would be nice, some hot chocolate. Our Live Alert 19 app. You can get our Weather Authority forecast wherever you're going on this Thursday. Nothing showing up on the radar right now. This is just simply ground clutter that you're seeing behind me. It's going to be a nice sunny day for us on this Thursday. Temperatures warming up into the lower 40s by lunchtime. We'll get into the upper 40s as we head into the afternoon. A little more cloud cover starting to work in if you're looking to head out for a walk later on today. Not too bad. Just maybe want a jacket with you if you're going to go out for that walk. We are talking about the chance for some snow flurries this week. We're going to talk a little more about what you can expect and where we might actually see some snow accumulations here in North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you, Aaron. Here's a live look this morning at the 3120 interchange as folks head in and out of Decatur this morning. Not a bad way to start the day with the Tennessee River there in the background. So everything's good for folks commute here in this area, not dealing with any issues. Just know between now and the next few days, the roads are probably going to pick up with a bit more heavier traffic as folks head to and from, or I say to their homes from their destinations that they spent over the holidays. Traffic flow map is pretty good overall, except for that small area of congestion. And if you want to take a guess on where it's at, you're probably right. This is on the Parkway heading southbound near Airport Road this morning. Not causing drivers any problems, though. No signs of congestion there, just I think a higher volume of vehicles despite that congestion report. Nothing too heavy this morning, just might slow you down a little bit. Drive times look really good. 72 Athens to Huntsville, it's going to take you about a half hour. 431 Albertville to Guntersville is looking almost right on time, about 15 minutes, and 565 from Decatur to Huntsville, as we kind of just saw there. It's going to take you about 22 minutes this morning. If you're looking to buy a home in 2024 after a year full of record high interest rates and home prices, experts say they are seeing some signs of improvement for the housing market. This is because indicators suggest we'll see mortgage rates gradually fall in 2024. Locally, mortgage interest rates currently sit anywhere from 6 to 7%. That's according to the Huntsville Area Association of Realtors. The association's president says the spike in 2023 took away the opportunity for many to buy.
We saw a lot of buyers who were qualified that were no longer qualified, that unfortunately lost homes. But we did see, builders were finally getting some inventory on the ground, which was great for new construction. But still, it was very challenging just because those interest rates were really hurting some of the buyers, especially first-time home buyers and veterans.
So now the statistics on your screen show the latest real estate statistics of North Alabama from ValleyMLS.com. So last month in the Huntsville-Madison County area, more than 1,800 homes were listed on the market and 475 homes were sold. The average price in the area sits at $375,000. And nationally, we've already started to see a downward trend from the interest rate peak back in mid-October of nearly 8%. The current national average for a 30-year home loan is around 6.67%. Some people in low-income housing in Huntsville will soon see some improvements to their living conditions. The City Council authorized $4 million in emergency rental assistance program funds to Meridian Commons Limited, which owns the Huntsville Summit Apartments. The apartments are located at the corner of Walker Avenue and Meridian Street. The program funds improvement projects for owners of low-income rental housing who want to rehabilitate their multi-family properties. Officials say work on the project should begin in fall 2024 and take about a year to complete. The start of 2023 brought the first change to North Alabama's 5th district seat in the U.S. House of Representatives in more than a decade. Former Madison County Commission Chairman Dale Strong was sworn into that role. News 19's Emily Mosner spoke to him for his thoughts on his first year in Congress.
I'll tell you this right here, we hit the ground running.
Congressman Dale Strong is wrapping up his first year in Congress. His term started out with a drawn-out House Speaker vote that delayed the swearing-in process.
It's been frustrating at times. We had an initial vote of 15 votes for Speaker of the House.
Later in the year, the very speaker that was voted in was voted out. For the first time in history, the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, lost the job. And earlier this month, New York Representative George Santos became the first member to be expelled in 20 years.
Got to see a lot of history there in D.C. in my first year, no doubt.
Congressman Strong was appointed to 3 House committees, including Armed Services, Homeland Security, and Science, Space, and Technology. In addition to fighting to bring Space Command headquarters to Redstone Arsenal,
We're not going to stop with Space Command.
Strong also worked on the Finish It Act that was included in the 2024 National Defense Authorization Act. That legislation is aimed at cutting spending by the Department of Defense to store unused border wall materials at the southern border.
That material will be deemed surplus, and it will be given to the governors of 3 border states. And so what it does is they've agreed to put the fence up. If Joe Biden's administration won't put it up, we're going to let those governors have this sections of fence. Then they will put it up, and it will make America safer.
Closer to home, Representative Strong says he is focused on improving services and accessibility for constituents.
We've gone to not just the large cities, but to 15 of the smaller cities throughout the 5th Congressional District to have mobile office hours to be sure that their needs are being met.
Looking ahead to 2024, Strong said he will continue to work on the Protecting America's Agricultural Land from Foreign Harm Act.
That law is being sponsored by myself, but it has Democrats and Republicans working together to solve a problem that's a threat to the security of the United States of America.
That act is aimed at taking back farmland that is owned by China. In Huntsville, Emily Mosner, News 19.
Strong is running unopposed for re-election in 2024. This after the Alabama GOP removed Daniel Bowman from the ballot as a candidate earlier this month. The Alabama legislature passed several bills this year, but one bill failed to become law because of a mistake. A bill by Representative Chris Pringle would have charged those who sell or distribute drugs containing fentanyl, resulting in overdose deaths, with manslaughter. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey mistakenly signed an earlier version of the bill, applying the manslaughter penalty to anyone who provides any controlled substance that causes the user to die. Lawmakers blame the glitch on a new software that sent the wrong bill to the governor. The bill is expected to come up again during the next legislative session, which begins in February. 2024 will bring a few new boating laws to Alabama as the state makes an effort to create a system that resembles roadway traffic enforcement. Under the new law, the maximum penalty for boating violations can include $200 in fines and up to 30 days in jail. Several penalties that formerly received misdemeanor charges will now be violations similar to a motor vehicle ticket. This includes driving without a certification, reckless boating, and not having life jackets on children younger than 8. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, boating accidents in 2022 killed 636 people, most by drowning. With New Year's Eve this weekend, most fireworks stores are open for business. The American Pyrotechnic Association says $2.4 billion worth of fireworks is expected to be bought this year across the U.S., with a big chunk of that used for those New Year's Eve celebrations. The fireworks that are bought range from small and simple to really extravagant displays.
A lot of people come in for a multitude of different things. They come in for the little snap poppers for little kids. They come in for fountains, for neighborhood shows, or some people come in for really big fireworks, such as, some of our things that make real big noise.
No matter how extravagant your fireworks may end up being around the Tennessee Valley, Huntsville police want to remind everyone that it is against the law to use, sell, or possess fireworks within the city limits, with the exception of non-explosive and non-aerial sparklers. In New York, lucky onlookers got a sneak peek of a new lighting pattern on the Times Square New Year's Eve ball yesterday. The design features a bow tie pattern created in partnership with Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. Times Square was once known as the bow tie. It was formed by 2 triangles coming together in that shape. The Fontainebleau tie date back to the original architect, who was known for always wearing the accessory. This is the first time after the traditional New York, New York, that the ball will be relit with the new bow tie pattern. There are still a lot of college football games to be played before that ball can drop, though. Auburn already making the short trip to Nashville ahead of the Music City Bowl against Maryland on Saturday. Yesterday, the Tigers held their first practice at Nissan Stadium in what Hugh Freeze said was a light practice. But there was one highlight for the Tigers. QB1 Peyton Thorne returned to practice after missing last week with the flu. Notably, former Alabama quarterback and current Maryland starter Talia Tungavailoa has opted out of that bowl game, leaving Maryland to go with another choice for Saturday's game. The Music City Bowl is set for 1 p.m. AI continues to be in the tech headlines as companies urge lawmakers to pass more regulation. And now the New York Times has sued. Who they're suing and why, that's coming up.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast, sponsored by Greenway of the Shoals. A new way, the right way. GreenwayoftheShoals.com.
Looking at satellite radar on this Thursday morning, we've got clear skies thanks to a cold front that swung through overnight last night and into this morning, allowing the skies to clear out and temperatures to fall to freezing in many communities this morning. What we're going to be watching over the next 24 to 48 hours is this low pressure that's back towards the Great Lakes. It's going to be winding back around here to the southeast and bringing some of that blue stuff with it as it comes to the Tennessee Valley. Not a lot of it, so don't panic. Don't need to run out to the store, grab the bread and milk right now. We are going to see the chance for a few flurries, though, as we head overnight tonight, then again Friday night and into Saturday morning. Athens right now, a beautiful day ahead of us. Blue skies and sunshine coming down, not just in Athens, but at Huntsville too, with Huntsville Hospital steam coming on up in these cooler temperatures this morning. We will start to warm up. A live look at Albertville looking pretty good too. If you're going to have a late lunch this morning, we're going to those upper 30s, low 40s by 10 o'clock. Sunshine still coming down for us, and then into the lower 40s as we head towards 11 o'clock this morning. Forecast highs for today, not going to get very warm. We're only going for the upper 40s for us this afternoon. 47 in Huntsville and Decatur, 46 in Athens, 45 today in Muscle Shoals, 47 in Scottsboro, and 46 in Fort Payne. So a chilly day all across the Tennessee Valley. What happens as we go tonight into Friday and then Friday night is that we're going to have that low that rounds back around here to the southeast and brings us some rain snow mix as we go into the overnight hours. We're still thinking little to no accumulation across much of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee, and better chances of seeing any amount of accumulation will be in the higher terrain areas of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee, with icy patches possible Friday night into Saturday morning. Here's a look at the futurecast. A slight chance of an isolated shower, maybe a few snowflakes overnight tonight into Friday morning. And then again, Friday night into Saturday morning, here comes a chance for some showers, some snow mixing in. We'll see a few more wintry mix, light showers going into early Saturday morning. Again, this is not a big event. We are talking about maybe most of us seeing nothing at all to maybe very little at all here in the gray shading. The lighter gray into the higher terrain of northern Madison County and then into southern Middle Tennessee. Maybe some light accumulations up to an inch. Sand Mountain over the next 7 days. Here comes the New Year's Eve holiday and New Year's Day holiday. Sunday not looking too bad. Temperatures around 50 degrees, dropping into the 40s on Monday with a chance for a few showers. The Shoals, you'll go from those 50s to the 40s with shower chances on New Year's Day. And the Huntsville metro area, you'll go from those upper 50s to the upper 40s on Monday.
The New York Times filed a lawsuit against OpenAI and Microsoft Wednesday for copyright infringement, seeking to end their usage of the Times articles to train its artificial intelligence bots. Artificial intelligence companies often scour information available online, including articles published by media organizations. In the lawsuit filed in a New York federal court, the Times say Microsoft and OpenAI want to build products using content created by the newspaper without paying or asking for permission. Microsoft has a seat on OpenAI's board and a multi-billion-dollar investment in the company. Neither companies, though, are commenting on the lawsuit. A federal appeals court has temporarily blocked a sweeping import ban of Apple's latest watches. A previous order prevented Apple from importing the Series 9 and Ultra 2 because they violate patents registered to another company. At issue is the device's blood oxygen sensor. The International Trade Commission found Apple infringed on intellectual property from medical tech company Masimo. The company is accusing Apple of stealing its Pulse technology. A 2021 report reveals that a Tesla engineer was attacked by a robot in a factory near Austin, Texas. That report details how a robot designed to move aluminum car parts sank its claws into an engineer's back and arm while they were programming software on 2 disabled Tesla robots nearby. Another worker had to hit an emergency stop button as the victim tried to free himself from the robot. The incident raises already growing concerns regarding risks of having automated robots in the workplace. And no winning ticket was sold in last night's $700 million Powerball jackpot drawing. This means that the next jackpot surges to an estimated $760 million. This is the 4th Powerball jackpot to exceed $500 million just this year. No one has won the jackpot since October 11th, when someone in California won $1.73 billion. But that person has yet to come forward. Albertville High School Marching Band is heading to California to take part in a long-standing tradition, the 135th Rose Parade. News 19's Deidre Briscoe has a look inside their final practice coming up.
I hope you had a great Christmas. I know I did. And with New Year's Eve just around the corner, you might be thinking, what am I gonna bring to that New Year's Eve party that I was invited to? After all the cooking you did this past week, you're gonna want something that's easy. Well, the cheesecake squares that we're making today are just that. We start by cutting a store-bought frozen cheesecake that we've partially thawed into 1-inch squares. If you end up with a few odd-shaped pieces from around the edges, save those for the kids or for nibbling on later. Now, we pop these into the freezer, and while they're firming up, we melt some chocolate chips with a bit of shortening until it's smooth. After placing our cheesecake squares on a wire rack, we spoon the chocolate mixture over them and top each with a fresh raspberry. Do these look like $1,000,000 or what? And only you'll know how easy these are to make. Whether you bring these to a New Year's Eve party or you serve them at home, they're sure to be a hit. To get the recipe for our chocolate crown cheesecake squares, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Sweet Tooth Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a decadent and easy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Good? Word?
Next on News 19 at 9.
We have a lot more coming your way over on WHNT for News 19 at 9. A Coke product recall may be affecting you. Which products have been recalled and where they were canned. Plus, new research is showing a drug already approved for patients with asthma may be good for protecting kids with certain food allergies. The drug and which food allergies it could be useful against. Then, plenty of you are probably cleaning out your pantry ahead of the new year and getting rid of any expired food. But there are certain products research says can be eaten after the use-by date passes. What they are. Those stories and more are coming up in just a few moments over on WHNT for News 19 at 9. To start off the new year, North Alabama's very own Albertville High School Aggie Band will take to the national spotlight in the 135th Rose Parade on New Year's Day in Pasadena, California. The band of over 330 students will feature a band full of first-time Rose Parade marchers and some first-time flyers. News 19's Deidre Briscoe spoke with band members at their last practice before heading out west.
Marching in formation for their last practice, the Aggie Band practiced their routine one last time before heading to Pasadena, California. It will be the third time Albertville High School's marching band has marched in the Rose Parade, previously taking part in the 2011 and 2018 parades. And while it will be the first time for students, their band director is no stranger to the Rose Parade. Taylor Cash has led the band through each performance and says the job has turned into a dream come true.
When I was a child, we watched the parade on television, but never knew what it was, from the band perspective, what that would be like. So once I became a band director, you realize the Rose Parade is the granddaddy of them all, truthfully. So now it's a realization of a big dream to be a part of this process with these kids.
Owen Thibodeau, a senior in the band, says he's glad he stuck with band through hard times.
I've had times of doubt where I'm like, maybe this isn't the right thing for me, maybe this isn't what I want to do. And what really helped is how much the community supports the band and all of my friends saying, hey man, don't give up, man, we're in this together.
The icing on the cake when the band returns home, they'll also be returning to a brand new 30,000 square foot band facility. In Marshall County, Deidre Briscoe, News 19.
Best of luck and safe travels from all of us here in North Alabama, especially us right here at News 19. But hey, that's going to do it for News 19 this morning here on WHDF. But don't worry, we have a whole nother hour coming your way on WHNT for News 19 at 9 with myself, Emily Forrester, and Aaron Ayers with the weather in for Ben this morning. So please switch on over.